So now we're gonna watch the Jimmy Lee documentary. I haven't watched it yet, and just for like a little bit of context, let me mute my microphone. I'm about to cough. So just for like a little bit of context, um, Jimmie Lee is an internet comedian who whose primary job is as a dentist. He's a 60-year-old internet comedian who is also a dentist. Or I guess I should say he's a 60-year-old dentist who's also an internet comedian because he's not very good at the whole comedy aspect of it. In truth, he he says it's like old timey humor. It's like offensive humor. It's just not for this generation or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, it's just like usually racist, sexist, homophobic stuff that isn't even. It's not even like a joke. It's just like a statement said in like a jokey way, and he just like hides behind this shield of comedy. He doesn't ever answer questions straight. It seems he's very much a liar in a lot of respects. It seems he has like a personality disorder. He's very much he's an interesting character to say the least. And I hope this doc sheds some more light on him. So let's go ahead and let's watch the Jimmie Lee doc, just about famous. And I guess the last documentary we watched was also the guy who made it was also working on a Jimmie
In
Lee
New Jersey,
documentary.
grow up hard and they live hard, and it's hard to afford the taxes that we go through. So the majority of things that happen in this area are funny, especially coming to a diner.
We're patrons from here, from Mongus, and we've been coming about several years. We come after mass. We go to mass, and we come here as like a Sunday
I
ritual.
love that
and
shirt.
We have a crowd of friends that we've met and
Well, on
developed
the right.
here, friendships. Jimmie's one of them.
His hairline
And,
is so
He
far
calls us
back.
the righteous brothers.
We're the righteous brothers.
Because of church.
We go to church. Yeah.
Well, when Mike came in at the end, all his teeth started falling out, and he said, "I think I may have to switch dentists because I think you're fucking up." And I said, "We have 2 teeth left. You can move to Kentucky." And he said, "No. Now after you worked on the 2, I only have 1." Poor Mike.
So, Mike, where do you perform?
All over the country. This guy's like real. He's real.
Any contacts with anybody? Any big names?
Is so this is like his like is it Mike and him the entourage? Seems like these guys are just like peripheral friends. But are these three the
Superstar famous friends.
And I'm
gang?
not one of them.
If Jimmie Lee, the Jersey outlaw, keeps going in the direction that he's going, he's going to be too famous for the world. That's what I think.
That's what you think. Could you just speak a little more on like what it means to like be famous and pursue fame?
The
Is
pursuit
that
fame
genuine?
should be just the pursuit of happiness.
Is that a genuine remark? Because I mean, coming from a comedian, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if that actually is genuine because I don't. Is he going to be famous outside of this little H3 bubble?
Because you should always watch what you wish for. Fame is not always what it's set out to be. But I wish him all the best, and hopefully he'll hit as big as he needs to hit. Hi, how you doing? Turn the camera on these people. They look so much more fun. Good. Look at this is fantastic. Yeah. I don't know. You want Trump in 2024? He's the best, right?
Oh, great! It's just a bunch of Trump supporters.
All right, see ya.
Gross.
See, when you're in New Jersey, anything goes.
So Andrew should be here soon, and I'm
Andrew
Callahan.
Andrew Callahan.
Andrew
Okay.
Callahan of Channel 5 News. is gonna come here and interview you. I'm pretty
And
sure.
what do you think he's going to
Oh.
interview me about?
He's a very neutral guy. He's gonna ask you just like
Great.
questions about everything. He's gonna let you have the stage.
Where's my boy? Here he is. Oh, there's no hand. No.
Oh no, it's
You're a big son of a bitch.
How you doing? Good to meet you, player.
Nice to meet you.
Jesus. Andrew is tall.
Yeah.
Did you grow up here in Jersey?
Grew up down by Atlantic City. And guess what, Andrew? I figured out. I figured out when I was 5, my dad was a gambler. You know how I figured it out?
How?
He married my mom.
Why is Andrew
I'll
interviewing
get to the funny ones in a little bit.
Jimmy?
So
This
how
doesn't
long
make
have
sense
you
to
been
me.
wisecracking for?
Honestly, I've been doing this.
This
my
is
whole life. I just
nothing
made
like
it.
regular Channel 5 content. So
Former-
why?
So you're a dentist.
What's the
I'm a
point?
dentist.
How's that?
Fair to middling, Andrew. All right. When that's set, just pull it out and have a rinse. It's gonna
This
be a
is the
while.
interesting
We'll have to do
aspect I
front
want to
desk
find
now.
out more about.
There's nobody
I want to
in
know
the
about his
desk.
dentist. Like,
So we get delayed
What-
another 5 minutes now. Because I have to do her claim. Like you count on people, and you give all the love and the years, and now you're 60 or.
I would be
close to 60.
horrified if I found out my dentist was like also doing like internet comedy. That would be terrifying to me.
Somebody shoves
Or
it
just
out.
like stand-up comedy.
Good. Stay like that. Stay still, huh? No, come this
Seems
way.
like he knows what he's doing though.
Stay still.
So that's
Pull-
good.
pull
It seems
back
like he's
more.
professional.
Come on, this is a tongue-in-cheek job.
Oh,
No,
work
Chris,
or,
no, Christine.
You're gonna say that way. I'm just gonna pull your cheek.
Work with me.
I don't know how that is.
See, I always say work with me, Chris, but the hookers, they're different. They say jerk with me. It's a whole different.
Okay, I guess the professional thing goes out the window.
Yeah. So I went to dental school to be an orthodontist.
You can't
I didn't
you
get
can't
into
say
it.
that.
And I
You
always
can't
thought
say
it was
that
dental when I
during
grew up. The
dentist
back one was
appointment.
deep. You may be a little sensitive if you are to soft foods. No, you're fine. I did.
Gentle, but you knew I was numb, so you wanted
No, stop. Have a good day, Chris, and then I'll see you. Are you coming with her tomorrow or no? I'll see you then tomorrow. All right, hon. Thank you, dear. I'm educated as a dentist. I'm
So you
working
just
on my
like
mom's
fucked
brains
up her
and my
mouth.
dad's street pizzazz. For Jim, if he's able to make people laugh, then that's a good legacy. That's a good legacy to leave behind. Forget the material dental practice, but think of
Don't forget the
something great.
material dental
And even if he
practice.
dropped dead today, he would have that gift
He's a brother?
of making people laugh. My worry is I have to get famous and be really well known before I die, because no one will remember me as a dentist. But I need to carry a legacy on where people remember me as the guy in the street that was the wise guy, the
Why-
funny guy, but a good guy. And
Why
I
don't you want to be remembered as a
knows me and
dentist?
loves me. Go on to Instagram and type in the Jersey Outlaw. The Jersey Outlaw. You could see me. I've always been an entertainment style personality, so I could do really anything. But I think comedy's more my niche. I'm a funny guy. Want to hear a joke?
I've seen you on H3H3.
H3H3. They look like H3
Jesus
fans.
Christ.
You want to see if they're H3 fans? Go on
Can you
this
tell
side.
Ethan that I love him?
What about me?
I love you too.
It's about me.
I know it is about you.
All right, now come this way. Joey, thanks to H3 and Ethan, because
I love that he's just like people's proxy to try and get close to H3.
I don't think I would be where I'm at without him.
Jimmy
Definitely
Lee
not.
He's a special spot in our Hall of Fame.
So Jimmy,
Jesus,
where
I
are you? Let's
forget.
get you out here, man.
I forgot just how long they've been talking about him.
Come on, outlaw. Bring out the outlaw.
I know what I said. Hey, all yours weren't funny either, pal.
Stop with the tomato.
Oh,
The
come on.
Jersey Outlaw.
Oh, man.
He had enough. Take a picture. Stop it. Stop with the tomatoes. He found one of my fucked up dentist videos through somebody who sent him a DM, and he did a reaction video. And then I contacted them, and they ended up meeting me at a restaurant called Fresco's.
Just do like that? And this is all it takes to do a well photo? Just like that. Okay.
Jesus, they've been talking about him
I
forever.
barely know the guy, and I'm putting my head in my hand. Who can embarrass a waiter that much other than Dad?
And nobody would know the difference. They're all Chinese.
I'm married, but my wife's young. I like you.
Okay.
And I want to make passionate love.
All right.
Oh God, that's so uncomfortable.
I want you to be up on top. So Ethan's going to come home with a bunk bed.
Okay.
So this way, I'm gonna be on the bottom, and you're gonna be up on top.
All right.
The waitress I harassed was holding her arm and doing sexual innuendos as a joke.
I'm so glad he called it harassed and it wasn't like down because yeah, dude, you harassed that woman.
People got upset. They thought I was
Oh
being
my
serious.
god.
It was just a skit. But again, they don't realize it's a skit and a joke. I had no intention of having sex with her. It's a skit.
Well, obviously H3 has a more, especially nowadays, more liberal following. So
The fuck is that
they're
supposed to
probably
mean?
laughing at him, but
Why is this
sometimes
frozen?
with him.
So basically,
Why is it
Jimmie,
frozen?
Has a more, especially nowadays, liberal following.
Popular
So
YouTuber
they're
sex
probably laughing
pest.
at him, but sometimes with him.
So basically, Jimmie, he has a reputation for being overly offensive. Let's say.
What is your heritage?
I don't look Jewish.
Spanish? No, you look
No,
like
Why does it keep
in
stopping?
Jewish Yiddish you're a shiksa. What are you? Spanish?
I'm Thai.
Thai? It's a good
Weird.
thing.
It just keeps like freezing out.
I think you got good taste. So you know my funny joke when I see an Asian guy? You know my funny joke?
We got dinner.
May I?
Okay.
I am the comedian. You know my funny joke when I see an Asian guy come?
Jesus.
I ask him if he has any duck sauce. Are you Indian?
What does that even mean?
What's your name? I'm gonna guess.
What is the joke?
I'm only teasing you. Does the red dot signify your Indian faith? And she said, no, I've been shot. Call 911. Italian or Jewish?
You fucking love that one.
Let me see your papers. What are you?
I'm Mexican.
Oh, that's better?
Yeah. Likes to approach everybody. It doesn't matter who.
What's the joke? That he's the fucking Gestapo? Like, that is not... That's so fucking uncomfortable. I hate it. I hate it.
It is. He sometimes goes for the jugular because that's his comedy.
I just
He
spilled
has
milk all over
a
myself.
whole lot of Asian jokes.
Jimmie Lee's got the yellow fever. The yellow fever. Go
At
Asian.
least he admits it. He does.
Go Asian.
At least he admits that he has
Go Asian. Pretty
fucking
lady.
fetish.
Hello, love. What is your name?
Chinese.
Chinese? Pretty lady. Chinese or Korean, love?
Chinese.
Very pretty. Hong Kong Chinese or a pretty lady, a Chinese, correct?
Yes, correct, Golden.
Jesus
Hong
Christ.
Kong Chinese.
Yeah.
Are you guys Hong Kong Chinese or
We're not Chinese.
Japanese? But your husband's American because you're beautiful ladies. And
Jesus
you're mixed.
Christ,
Pretty Chinese
dude.
girl and rich Japanese man. How you doing, China doll? How you doing? All right.
That's so uncomfortable.
Married?
See, it's not even like comedy. It's just being racist.
Let's go right now.
It's just
I
being
want to.
racist and having like a
Just in
fucking
case one of
fetish.
yous fall asleep. I have to have
He's
two.
just like fetishizing
Okay?
them.
Which one's going to be my main one and which one's my side one? You want to be the main one? Or you be the main one? Which is my main wife, which is my second wife? I'm only kidding. Main wife, your second wife. All right, I got a lot of money too. You can buy Chanel handbag. You want Chanel
Jesus
handbag?
Christ.
Yeah.
What a fucking freak.
My job's now to just get big and viral and be on the street all the time and pound social media so I'm bigger so people come to me because when they come to me they're interested. Through my whole career of dentistry, I always wanted to do it, but now I'm just doing it because I'm older and I have less time. When you're young, you have a lot of time and no money. When you're older like me, you have a lot of money, you have limited time.
It seems like he's
So now I got
really
We gotta
latched
find
on
some
to
people.
limited time
Jersey,
thing.
we
Does
gotta
he have
go
like a
find fans. There's no
terminal
fans
illness
here.
that he hasn't
We
disclosed?
got fans waiting. Let's go. I cannot believe how many people came out.
Why
The
does it
only one
keep
so far
freezing?
that knows me
What is this shit?
is my film crew. Get your glasses on. Now there it is. How you guys doing?
So weird.
Jimmie Lee, what's your name?
Johanna.
Johanna. Are you two together?
We're here to see you.
No, you're not.
No, we're dead serious.
What's my name?
Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw.
Oh, these are real fans. I thought you were joking me. I'm basically
Oh my god.
now, which is like immediate. Like when you're ready to
He meets fans and he's like, he thinks they're fucking with him.
stat. You can't tell a drug addict.
That's how many people he pays to follow him.
So I'm a FOMO addict. And, I have that fame addiction thing, and you can't tell me to stop because it's something I want to do. All right, we're here. Jersey
It certainly
Outlaw. Let's get this
does seem
party
like an
started.
addiction.
Hi, buddy. You fan?
I don't know if
for the
it's
fanfare?
a fame addiction, but
What do
it's
you
certainly
think
an
of me,
addiction.
honestly?
Oh my gosh, you're a great guy. Come on, Jimmy. You're funny.
Funny guy or,
You're a funny guy.
fair to
Dangerous.
middling?
Dangerously funny.
Dangerously funny.
Of course.
Are you a fan too, hun? No, she doesn't know. Okay.
Yeah, let's ask the 19-year-old if he thinks your offensive jokes are funny.
You know why we need
Of course he
you,
does.
Australian
He's
people?
19.
For Zeus. No, I don't know.
For Zeus? That was a
Nice to
shit
meet you.
joke.
That was a horrible joke. Nice to meet you. You have to talk to my publicist. My publicist. You talk to her. She takes care of everything for me. When you perform and you're validated by people and they hug you and love you and it makes you feel good, it's like a drug.
And he seems to primarily harass women on the street.
It's better than getting the best dinner at Cipriani's downtown. It's a feeling if you don't have it or know it.
I do love that he's doing like his talking head in the in the dentist office.
Work with me. As another guy. He knows me. He knows me. I have built by people coming to me. I don't find them. They all find me. They work for free because they want to vibe with me and they hang out and they do a ton of work. You stole my hat.
They kind of do it because they want to get to close to H3, right?
Oh shit! Let me lift that up for you. Hold on. Yeah, I'll take you to a store. Come on, I'll buy you. I feel awful. I talk to you. I'll buy you.
Wait, she dropped. What did she drop? I thought she dropped like a cigarette butt.
Hang out, and they do a ton of work. You stole my hat. That's my hat.
That
Oh shit!
was her AirPod.
Yeah, I'll take you to a store. Come on, I'll buy you. I feel awful. I talk to you. I'll buy you an earpiece. Where's the store? We'll buy it for you.
Oh my God, she.
Oh, wait a minute, it lifts. It lifts.
Oh, you're not gonna.
Peebler's fucking the best. This fucking guy is amazing. He fucking does shit that nobody will do.
Oh my
Peeb, you're
God.
fucking unbelievable.
That is a first.
Peeb, you're unfucking believable.
Thank you.
You gotta hug him. You gotta hug him.
I was like, oh.
Give him a
I can't. I did not even see that she just. I thought that was like a cigarette butt that she tossed.
Peeb, be careful your hand. Peeb, hold on.
I got my Uber waiting. Thank you.
What's your name?
Marissa.
Where you from, Marissa?
I live in Austin, but I.
So,
That
Marissa,
fucking
do me a
sucks.
favor.
Awesome that they were able to get it back though.
We ain't gonna catch you the second time.
Don't mess with me in my.
Yeah, so when I first started working with him, obviously I was like, what am I getting into, dude? This is crazy. Now that it's like a year in, the enthusiasm
He seems
has
like a
rolled
good
back
dude.
a little bit. The reality set in, and I look at it more like, almost like he's a business partner in a way, if that makes any sense.
No FOMO. Getting a little depressed. No one's
What
paying
does that
Little
mean?
depressed, may jump down the sewer drain.
May have people lift and get the iPhone out.
I'm just gonna jump and make my
AirPods.
final escape from you, bro. He's got a pretty good set of people with him, and we try to, lead him down like the straight and narrow. His comedy's edgy, everybody knows he's Jimmie Lee. But every once in a while he says something that's just a little too much, and it's just so cringy. And when you're the person behind the camera, and you're looking at the person who's hearing the cringy joke, it's just horrible.
Belly button tattoo on our belly button.
No,
They should at least try to like
No, I want to get a
buffer. Oh, whoops, Jesus! I didn't mean to skip.
tattoo on my belly button. Huh?
Right over here.
No.
Yes, you do, Jimmy.
I'm from Uruguay. Not Uruguay, my way.
Let's be real. Like, he would be good. Couldn't you see this man walking around with a belly button?
I need a belly button tattoo.
Please stop harassing people in their place of work.
How long would the piercing take?
How long
for
does
him?
it take?
Sell him on it.
About a half hour.
Jim, you got this, bro.
15.
The piercing itself is super quick. It's a matter of setting.
What about a tattoo?
Depends on what you get.
What about a tattoo of a nude Asian woman?
No. What are we doing here?
Hello there, China doll. What? Here.
She just looks so uncomfortable.
Here.
Stop.
Here.
I'm not fucking joking with you.
I'm so glad there are people like trying to keep him in line,
When you reprimand me, I fucking love you.
but it's impossible. You can't keep him in line.
I don't mean go
It's not endearing. It's not like an endearing quality. That's just how he is. Why? Why is he like that?
Basically helping him when he comes down to like the city, just like being there for Jimmie, being Jimmie's friend basically, because it's not really like a real job.
I feel so sad. I do.
The only reason you feel sad is because you have this preconceived notion as to what we need to be doing to figure out what works.
I know. I don't want to fight because I don't want to.
God, he's trying so hard to help Jimmie. Everyone's trying so hard to help Jimmie.
It's really hard when we're filming and then you don't listen. So we're gonna keep walking.
All right, let's just find some people. Is that grape juice?
Our day and age we call it clout chasing, but like that is Jimmie. Like he really wants a touch of the fame.
Olivia, how many people are on Twitch? Okay, go to Instagram. What do you guys think we should do? I'm not a social media guy. Where are we going to get a better bump?
He will like do shtick.
Oh my god. And it just doesn't make he's like jumping around between platforms. That's not how you grow an audience. That doesn't. He's a boomer. He's just an old guy.
Or like even like bargaining with people or like
Jeez, are they good?
His brother. That's his brother.
They're good. You give a discount for a celebrity or no?
Usually we did not. We charge them 10% more.
You're part Jewish. You want to overcharge me.
Opulence is something that really he sees shiny stuff, he goes.
What do you sell?
Glasses. You should try some on.
Oh, let's go. How expensive?
How many fucking pairs of glasses does this guy own?
Look at these. I got new phone. Oh, how much are these?
Only 400.
They're tempting.
Jesus Christ. Thank God he's like a practicing dentist. And so he has like. This is the difference between like him and Boogie. Like at least Boogie. Or not. At least like Jimmie has like income coming in. And has like a real job. And he's also doing social media and like content creation on the side. Until he can make enough money from being famous. Boogie was making money from being famous, but now he's no longer famous and refuses to get a real job like Jimmie. He feels like it's beneath him.
But you know what?
But you're going to discount so you can get the sale. So what's the bottom line on these? Let's try to see if we can get a sale out of me. What's the bottom line?
Oh my God, you're actually bargaining on camera?
Bargaining on camera?
Oh my God.
I am Jewish. I have to get a deal.
Well, so am I, but I wouldn't do it on camera.
We
It's
have to do
evidence.
it. No. So how much do you want?
Let me see how much it is.
You want a deuce and we call it a day?
It's Jimmie. This is
For a
not even
celebrity?
bargaining. This thing is only 300.
That's not how capitalism works, right? You can't like bargain.
So I give you a deuce and we call it a day?
No, but we might do a tax
For a select.
Don't put that on camera.
All right, let's turn the cameras off. You want to do a deuce so you get a celebrity deuce, a celebrity shout out. Deuce is 2.
But I can't give it to you for free. It's not my
I don't want it free.
Okay.
I give you a deuce.
Yeah, give me a deuce.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Well, I don't know what a deuce is.
200. Just hit 1 million followers 2 days ago. Look, I'm going to promote you. I'll put
He
them on with you.
fucking bought
Put
1 million
You're gonna get over
followers.
3,000 likes on a post. That's me.
Such delusion.
I mean, it's.
I think what makes Jimmie such an interesting character is that he is exactly like
Done. So let's do it.
fucking.
Come on, give me a deuce.
I give
Tick.
you 2.
No, Jimmie.
2.
Come on, don't go back on what you said.
2. You know the promotion you get on one post from me?
No, I don't.
A lot more than the $200. Carolyn, tell her the drive. Tell her the post what we got. We're ready.
What the fuck? He's trying to get these glasses for free. He's like a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He really does want a reaction, mainly, and like he knows when he's like doing something messed up. But also when he used to do that bit where he would go up to people and eat their food.
What'd you do? Get the spicy fries?
No, I just got the.
What's that? They look good.
They are.
Are they barbecue fries?
No, help yourself.
Let me taste that. I don't think I ever had that. What is that? They're good.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
He is the way he is, and like you can't really change
That's
that.
so uncomfy. Like, at least the guy gave him permission.
He can change these things. He's well aware. He's well aware, but he like chooses because he feels like handing the waiter $50, like because he wants to like yell at the top of his lungs in the restaurant.
You wanna film me handing Fabio the tip? It's hysterical. Fabio, I wanted to tell them how appreciative we are and how nice you are to us. A little token of our appreciation.
God, thank you very much, Jimmy.
We love you.
I'm more than grateful.
But
Thank
you can't
much.
tell Milt.
I won't.
Who's the two famous guys here that take care of the Jersey Outlaw? Milt and Fabio.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Best food in town. Let me go. Go ahead. Go.
Why?
Where are we going?
$50 is not enough to like scream in a restaurant. Scream and film in a restaurant.
Only a hug. Oh, Milt. I love Milt.
And everyone thinks they're getting like such a big promotion from him because he has like a huge following, but his huge following is
Milt's back. You know what they used to do, Goggy?
because he fucking bought it.
Chariot illegal. They let the air out of your horse. Hey, Goggy. What? If a guy falls off a boat, you say man overboard. What do you say? What do you say if a woman falls off a boat? No, you say full speed ahead.
There you go.
That's very good prosciutto. Guys, if you really like the prosciutto, I'll get another order. It's really good. It's prosciutto Sant'Agnelli, so it's the best prosciutto you're going to get.
He eats prosciutto so much that he can't add the O at the end.
I take everybody out to eat, and I feed them. Never hit on my girls. I'm polite and nice because I'm not in it for that. I'm in it to be famous, and I do have a gift. I have this vibe. People like to be around me and hang out, and I'm funny and crazy and fun. Jersey Shore TV show.
This guy seems miserable to be around.
Let's go. Anybody here? Are they home? What's that? I can't hear him. What? Victory! What do we have, a store?
Yeah, the store.
Oh, we have a store. So how do we do this?
Did he think it was someone's fucking house that he just walked up to?
$10 a person. I think we're gonna go for it. What happened to your hair? Yours is worse than mine. Look at the hair on this one. Jesus Christ! Whoever does your hair, call them. And your makeup's good.
That's
too.
so
A little
mean.
pay makes me what I ain't.
The hair's so good.
We're not filming.
You guys go. It's the four of you guys?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be doing the tour.
No. Oh, you're giving me the money back.
Yeah, I'm not doing the tour with you guys. Okay.
So you're giving me a refund and you're saying no tour.
Yeah, no.
How come?
I don't want any cameras inside the place. And you're gonna bring them inside here because you don't want to leave them out.
We have a comedy TV reality.
Yep.
You want to get
Yep.
promoted? I'm on TV. I do comedy.
I respect the store owner so
I
much.
don't want to go too deep into
Not because he owns a store, but
he has a
because he
really
just
big
wants
need
to
for acceptance.
stop
He wants
fucking
people to
harassing
really
his
know who he is.
employees.
He wants to be able to talk to everybody, okay? And he wants everybody to love him. So if somebody doesn't love him, he's not happy about that.
I want everybody to like me. I don't like when somebody doesn't like me.
Yep.
Yeah!
He has a personality disorder.
You can't be in my courtyard doing that, brother. You have to be on your head. This is private property, bro.
This is good. This is great controversy.
Calm down. I am too. Walk back. Go walk back.
Are they seriously trying to argue with the security guard?
Mine, brother. I'm supposed to watch all of it. Yeah, I'm supposed to watch all of it. It's private property. You know this, brother. You know it.
Are we brothers?
You know this.
Because you keep saying brother.
You know this, dude. You're always
No,
here.
are we related?
God bless you.
God, that's
But
such.
you keep saying brother. Yo, come here.
You want to be fucking pedantic, dude?
Jimmy's putting so much effort into this.
Genuinely, how's nobody like knocked him out cold?
And putting as much as he's put into it, I mean, heart and soul, it's got to work.
Well, Joey said to me earlier, the only guy that knows about the Jersey Outlaws, you. And Joey read me a review from the New York Post, two thumbs down. There was one from the New York Times, one finger up. Joe, Gobbledygooch. Come here, move in, Gobbledygooch. Move in, move in, move in.
I'm Joey, the Gobbledygooch. Been friends
So
with
does he
Jimmie
also
for
just hang out with
15,
other
16
delusional
years.
comedians who have like also not made it?
We got the meats.
The beef.
Joey's a little jealous. Joey's getting a little bit more of a vibe. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of his ass. I'm a little fucking insecure. Gobbledygooch.
Jimmie approached me to do his photography. And we became close friends. We've been friends
His
ever
photography?
since. And we hang out all the time.
Why does
We're
Jimmie
just
need a
connected.
team?
Gobbledygooch. Gobbledygooch is here, everybody.
His production doesn't
Gobbledygooch.
require a
Gobbledygooch.
team of
Mo.
people.
Joe, photos, and then when we get a vibe, we'll do a still. Get stills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a fucking photographer does, Jimmie.
Yeah. You had to go to a video one there and do it?
Of course.
Or do you want me to show you? Do you know?
I know.
You know? Okay. Joe, over here when you get a minute. My phone, Joe. Joe, my phone.
Jesus
I need him
Christ.
on the phone. Do some videos. Do a video, Joe. Do a video. You are more work, Joe, than ever. You're just so much extra work the whole fucking day. You're murder. Here.
Oh my god.
Get a couple good pictures.
He's like getting people to do work for him for free and the entire time complaining about their skill set.
Get that sign, Gooch. Ready?
How can I explain Jimmie? Jimmie is complex, a little obnoxious sometimes.
He's an asshole.
But it's just part of Jimmie's shtick, let's call it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jimmie. Nice to meet you. How you been, baby?
I'm Butterfly. I'm BC.
I'm Butterfly. I'm BC.
Oh, you're Butterfly. I'm BC?
Yeah, BC. You're PC. I'm BC.
No, I'm Butterfly.
Whose hair's better? Whose hair's better?
I'm the first AI in New York City.
I'm the second.
You don't have the same software.
No,
I'm the one who created the software.
I have login.
Oh, is this guy trying to do
I
a
can upgrade your system. I have
know
all the
you
new
could.
software.
he's trying to do like an NPC stream on TikTok?
Yes, I can.
Really? Good.
I'll
Can
get you
you
the
log-
new neural networks.
Can you log in and I'll Yahoo?
I'll get you the new neural networks. I'll get you the new.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yes, no, I'm gonna get you the new neural networks.
He's just trying to do an NPC stream.
We're good. You just get onto TikTok Live. You get on the TikTok Live and you can
Okay.
gift.
Wait a minute, Butterfly, you're on my foot. I'm MPC.
Right now, we're going live right now.
We're going live now, guys.
Two obnoxious people meet each
Butterfly
other.
MPC.
Yes, yeah.
And
Who's got you got your phone with you? Okay, let me see your phone. Where's your TikTok? I'll get you your TikTok.
I'm gonna help you. Here, I'll show you.
Give me
Relax.
your TikTok. I'll show you the TikTok right
You
now.
want me to go Instagram Live? I get more on that.
TikTok Live
TikTok
right now.
Live.
This
Okay,
is just
hold
a
on.
younger
Live.
Jimmie.
This is live. This is live. Harrison, we're live.
TikTok star, bro. Let me cheer you up, bro. Not in town with me. The spicy chili's keep me gassy, bro. You keep me gassy on Uber. I love gummy bears. Go put your hands up.
And I happen to be lucky and have this gift with people.
God, just three obnoxious people in one frame. That was insane.
Everybody in the entire world loves me.
I'm surprised the world didn't explode.
I'm just that type of guy. I'm not that complicated of a guy.
I gotta say, his culture is really Atlantic City, and I don't consider that exactly South Jersey. He's like a Atlantic City person. It's a mix of really being on the edge and not necessarily being accepted by the whole world.
What the hell?
You know, Atlantic City is a lot of people
There we go.
make fun of it. They rip it apart. It's really nice in some spots, but it's really rough in others, and that's his life.
I've never been to Atlantic City.
Here's
What's wrong with it?
George 40 years ago when they opened. See? 1970. This is when the casino opened. I was a little kid. I was 10, 11 years old. They opened in the late 70s. Grew up in Atlantic City.
Jesus Christ.
In the
66.
70s as a kid. Well, in the early 70s, I'd say.
so we're going back a long time.
Yes, there's a magical lure to Atlantic City. With the abundance of bright, warm sunshine, it is not difficult to analyze Atlantic City's virtues as a residential community.
Growing up in Atlantic City in the 50s and 60s when we were young seemed to me at the time like a normal childhood.
Not so many years ago, this eastern seashore city with its spectacular skyline was an obscure little fishing village. Today, Atlantic City stands preeminent among the
I'm glad it's also an Atlantic City documentary.
because of its year-round popularity.
If you look at Atlantic City, Absecon Island, my father's father handled the south part of Atlantic City, and my mother's father handled the inlet or the north side of Atlantic City.
Oh, so the smaller part.
Illicit gambling, racketeering, and they had us convinced as kids that this is normal. This is what everybody does.
Oh.
Everybody's in this business.
When night comes, another world is
They come from a shady background.
reason why Atlantic City has held
I'm
its
shocked.
popularity year after year as America's top vacation spot.
Jimmie is a real Atlantic City
Ooh.
person, okay? His grandfather owned like some sort of like club in AC.
My grandfather, Max Nippon, Maxie Nip, was intimately involved in the 500
Maxie Nip.
Skinny D'Amato.
Your last name's Wiener. Nice.
People.
Hi, I'm Howie Mandel. A lot of you probably remember me from just seconds ago when I said, hi, I'm Howie Mandel. But what a lot of people don't realize is where I owe my career to here in Atlantic City, the 500 Club, and the owner, Skinny.
My grandfather was friendly with Skinny D'Amato, who owned the 500 Club, and he took us to shows.
We would go to shows, and we would hang out at the 500 Club.
The 500 Club was not just a place where people came and enjoyed.
Oh, Jesus, this was a big
500
place.
Club was something special.
We would go to these shows, Jim and I. And Jim was fascinated. And in retrospect, he's, obviously became more fascinated than I was in this.
See, Jimmie should just go bald. Jimmie would look so much better bald like that. See?
Type of
That's
lifestyle.
he's attractive. And they look a lot alike, so I say Jimmie should go bald. Ditch the sunglasses, go with regular glasses.
When we went to the 500 Club, we had the best seat, and I'm like, Mom, why didn't
Just become his
Pop
brother.
gave the maitre d' a $20 bill. Well, that would be like a 50 now. It was a big tip back when we were kids. Acted like the big shot. Played poker in the back room with Skinny D'Amato. Took us to shows. Dressed nice. He didn't have any money. You see, he was a fakey duty.
He wants to be the people he saw growing up.
Ways to college,
Got it.
And then afterwards, I went to medical school. And remember vividly.
Oh, he became a
that
doctor.
he
His
was
brother became.
interviewing
So he became a doctor. Jimmie became a dentist.
If you look at the yearbook, okay, at the end of dental school, everybody has pictures of their family. You're with your uncle, with your parents, with your girlfriend or whatever. Well, Jimmie had like 12 pictures of him mugging with famous people.
You gotta understand something. I'm a kid. We were meeting Lola Falana, Tom Jones.
Glenn Campbell, didn't he die in a plane crash?
He put his arm around me and he grabbed my ass when my friend was taking a picture. And in these pictures, I closed my eyes half the time because I'm an idiot. So we got backstage to see entertainers because I had
Got molested by Don Rickles and he's proud of it. Weird.
I said, wow, this guy's got really the chutzpah to do something like this.
Jimmie would sneak backstage, just walked in with
They are
confidence. We're
Jewish.
here, we're with the press. Jimmie and myself, I mean, we got to meet the celebrities over the years. It was basically, we were celebrity status whenever we walked in a place.
I grew up with an entertainment bug from being around entertainers that performed in this city. Casinos came in the late 70s and it never left me.
This just didn't happen coincidentally with the coming of the casinos to Atlantic City in 78. I think it predated that. And I think there was a lot to do with...
They could have fixed the glasses glare pretty easily.
One of Atlantic City's residential neighborhoods.
I got attention.
Why am I fucking
because I was
nitpicking that?
outgoing,
Jesus
hyper
Christ.
as a kid, and very bumpy.
Jim
It's not that
was
important
a very,
at all.
very hyperactive kid. And my mother, struggled. He was the second one, and I remember above the refrigerator we had like a little cabinet, and in there they would keep the medicine. He was on this medicine called Sparine, which was for hyperactive kids, and I recall that growing up with Jim, he was very
So he has undiagnosed ADHD.
hyperactive.
Awesome. Because he got diagnosed before they even fucking knew what it was.
Live here anymore. I feel like I should walk in. Can I help you folks? You remember me? I used to live here my whole life. I met you. I lived here since I was a young kid, from the 60s till my dad passed 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I can even show you who was in each room, and I can even show you everything. I can show you all the secrets. We had a piano here because I grew up playing piano. There's a piano right here. I play piano.
This is really interesting.
Music. So
Vignette
in
too.
this house, we had a piano. I used to play. I had a piano teacher back in the 70s. This here is the dining room. It's a different table. My mom had a different table. It's a very small.
It is sad to think that
So I grew up with a brother. He had this room
one
when we
day
were young. And this was my bedroom here.
I
And
just
my bed had twin
just
beds.
won't
I
be
had a
able to
bed
go back
here
to.
and a bed here.
There's just like a
So my
point where you
friends
can't
stay
go
over.
back
We'd
to
have
like
sleep
your
in the same
childhood
bed.
home.
That's
Just
what Zach would do. He'd stay in the same bed.
till they're gone or sold.
Because Zach's different than me. This is my parents' room here, which is a very
Does
it's
suck.
a very small home. So this is the master bedroom here. Different bed, different furniture.
I'm glad.
The house
I am
is
glad they
different,
let him back
but
in.
structurally it's all the same.
That is
The
sweet.
house was built in 1955. My dad grew up here. He went to Atlantic High, and my mom went to Atlantic High, and he designed this house because I remember as a kid seeing the architectural blueprints. And my dad had all the pictures of us here, which now I have some of mine home, like our bar mitzvah picture and our college picture and high school pictures. They were like all here. And my dad here used to keep, when he had the 8mm films back in the 60s when we were kids, he used to keep them here. All the film and the pictures were all here. And he would put pictures of us up here. So it makes you feel good inside. You come back to your roots where you lived really a long part of your life. I thought when I grew up normal, but my mom was bipolar. And she had a lot of mental illness, and my dad took care of my mom. So me and my
That
brother
explains
thought
a lot
we grew
too.
up normal, but as we got older, we realized we really didn't grow up normal.
It's weird because, you grow up, what do you know? Your parents, they do the best with what they have. And, you love your parents for better or worse. I had the epiphany at 55 that Jim and I grew up in an insane asylum. Look, I'm the older one. Jim's younger than
He's
me. Jim,
the older one,
got the brunt of my mother's mental illness.
Well, it was hard
That's a
because when
shame.
you're 12 making your own sandwiches.
that is a shame. And
there
there's like
she's not doing it. You learn young how to
favoritism.
be, to take
That's
care
not
of
good
yourself.
for-
So that's one thing
that's not
that's
good for
maybe
children.
contributed to me in my dental business and comedy, where I constantly work all the time because maybe as a kid I just had to do that.
With Jim, that kind of led him to saying, hey, I want to be somebody, because we both didn't get the love from our mother that we, so needed as young children.
Your personality shaped and how you are as an adult shaped when you're young. But what's interesting,
This
when
is
you're
making
young,
a
you
lot
don't know
more
any better
sense.
'cause you think you're growing up normal because that's all you know as a kid.
Through different therapy over, decades, I've grown to understand really what happened. And what happened was simple. My mother suffered from mental illness that ultimately, she took her life. She suffered, had good days, good years, bad years. But at the end of the day,
the glasses make sense
she
too
gave
now.
up and she took her life. And my father, no matter how hard he tried to take care of her, and even with me, and and I
That's
think
sad.
even with Jim, when you have a parent that is not well, that as a young kid you're not getting the attention you need, you got to go get the attention elsewhere.
That's it, Serge. Hey, comedy show. Comedy show, Goose.
It does make
Goosebumps,
so
we got a
much
comedy
sense.
show.
Like his his desire for
On the house. You
approval
want to come in?
and fame
And lunch, everything on the house, all comped.
God, it all just makes so much sense.
Hello, beautiful. I was talking to the dog.
He has his like moments where he really needs to be wrangled. He has like a lot of jokes about races and like things he'll just say that like he has this one thing. Can I say it? He goes like China doll to like any like Asian girl that he sees walking down the street.
Yep, we've noticed.
No, come back. Frank, where you going? Bring me a cup out, will you, Frank?
God, he's
Give
just
me a nice water,
sitting
Frank.
there
Snap out of it.
catcalling.
I'm trying to make this happen for Jimmie, but he's got to be open to change. I think he's too married to the idea that he's funny.
After you eat it, do you get the diarrhea? And you need the Pepto-Bismol, or are you good?
He's a funny guy, but his jokes aren't necessarily the best. And I think he's got to lean into his character more and maybe do more physical stuff. I don't know. But his character is a selling point.
What do I do?
Just say some shit to them and be like, come out to the comedy brunch.
Well, where's Frank?
Just be like, where's Frank, bro? He may be at the comedy brunch, so you should turn out.
Thank you, Peter. I have my guy.
See, he looked. It's comedy brunch.
Talk to the
half
girls.
hour.
Talk to these chicks.
Nah, these are kids. These are children.
Talk to the girls.
Hey, man, you look like a salad, bro. Come out to the comedy brunch.
That's it. Get this guy. Any luck? Serge.
See, everyone around him is so much better at what at what he does than he is.
I am an amateur. Believe me, I am an amateur. They're trying to get people to come to a comedy show and no one's showing up for.
Okay, Jimmie, say it like this. I have a comedy show at the comedy shop. You better.
He's so fucking insecure.
Tell me when.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
I got a comedy show here in New York at the Comedy Shop on Bleecker Street, and you better show up, you sons of bitch, and now.
Jimmie, his persistence is like kind of admirable at the end of the day. Even when
He is a character. He needs directors and stuff like that.
He'll like, you know, complain, be sluggish about it, but like he believes in himself and he
doesn't need to be doing man on the street stuff. He shouldn't be doing man on the street stuff. No one should be doing man on the street stuff, except for Billy Eichner.
2 p.m. How are you guys doing? Phenomenal. Okay. Are you guys from here? Jersey. Cool. And what are you guys doing in the city?
They're here for Jimmie.
For Jimmie. Oh, that's cool. So you like know him from like his show? That's guys. We got a famous guy in the lineup. Are you excited? Are we excited? Yes, we are. That's great. Okay, cool. And then are you from here? Jersey. Cool. And you're here like for the day, just for the show to see Jimmie? Just for Jimmie. Okay.
Jesus
cool.
Christ.
Here for Jimmie. Okay, great.
That makes every other comedian in the room feel so good. So much better about themselves. When you go to an open mic and there's a fucking semi-famous guy because he can't fucking book his own places.
How are you, buddy? Good to see you back in Manchester.
Maybe he booked the comedy shop, I don't know.
You're right. So I'm taking a shower today, blow drying my hair gel and moosing it, and then it dawned on me, who looks down there anyway? You know what I mean? Doing all right. How are you doing today? You look good. What happened? Anyway, I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago. The cool thing about Las Vegas, you don't bring a girl, they send one up to the room. It's really easy. In fact, I got picked up by a hooker in Las Vegas. I dropped my pants, she dropped the price. All right? And then I asked her for a hand job. You're not going to believe what she did. She gave me a manicure. So I didn't, a lot of problems in Las Vegas. I got a comedy TV show, Dangerously Funny. And to give you an idea how good my comedy career is going, right now I'm the only guy that knows about it. In fact, the New York Post gave me 2 thumbs down. And get this, the LA Times 1 finger up. You see what I mean? I do a lot of my shows in the men's room because my jokes are shit. Just to give you an idea about that.
It's just rapid fire. There's no...
And I gotta tell you, when I think
God, there's nothing to his jokes. It's just joke after joke after joke after joke after joke. Rapid fire succession. No breathing room at all.
And she's from the island. I like a dickie. And last night she actually told me my Chinese name. Come quick. She wants to have sex in the back seat of the car. She wants me to drive. You go figure. Last night she got passionately romantic and she was tired. She said, honey, I want to be on the bottom. I want you to be up on the top. So I bought a bunk bed. She got mad. Over here, sir, when you have a minute. And she bought a strobe light, and I said, "Why'd you buy that?" She said, "So when I make love to you, it'll look like you're actually moving." I gotta tell you a funny story about her because we're older now.
He only has
When we
like
have
the
sex,
same
she
jokes.
uses protection, you know, a rifle. But that's a whole nother
It's the same
story.
jokes on stage as it is on the
We'll talk about
street,
it
as
another
it is on the
You'll be
H3
proud of me now.
podcast, as it is on
I saved a
Instagram, as
young
it
girl
is
from
on
being
fucking
attacked
everything.
and I controlled myself. So I don't know if you were around.
He has like a list of
But
15
I'm doing
jokes,
good. Thanks for
and he
asking.
just
You follow me,
cycles
sir?
between them and shifts them
Follow me, I'll call
around.
the cops, all right? I don't know you that well. And I don't forget a face, but in your case, I'm going to make an exception, okay? All right? I don't like midgets either. I can't stand midgets. Because I don't want anybody sniffing around my
Just pick his ass on stage.
You know what I mean? I know you're having that same problem.
He just fucking pick his ass on
Because I don't
stage.
want anybody all right? I don't like midgets either. I can't stand midgets.
Jesus
I don't want
Christ, he
anybody
did.
sniffing around my fly list. They're serious. You know what I mean? I know you're having that same problem. So I got to tell you
One
something
guy
funny.
dying in
I
the
got two
audience.
Kids, you see? I got 2 kids in private school. They won't even tell me where it's at. And I got 2 in the Philippines, son, because the truck stopped for about an hour.
He's not dying in the audience anymore.
Happy Hanukkah. That's a holiday, by the way. I know you're an Irish guy. All right? We need you people for parades. So you know why we need the Chinese people?
I didn't even notice the person on the
You know
left
why?
just like
So the Jews have a place
dying.
to eat Sunday night. You see what I mean?
Totally slumped over.
And you know the difference between a black guy and a Jewish
Somebody
guy?
should check
They're
on
about
them.
250,000. And do you
Oh,
know the
they're back
difference
up.
between Jews and Italians? Do you know that, sir? 4 years of college. That's all. It's not that much. And Jews don't go to jail, sir, because they eat locks. But Jews buy brothers because they're cheap fuckers. So you got to be a little careful. It's a nice outfit. You look like Trick or Treat Charlie, for Christ's sake.
Not even funny. It's just
And to
so
the guy with the beard, don't point that at him. He may go off.
wrong.
Okay? And by the way, there's an Egyptian guy out there. I told him, don't park your camel in the front. You may block the aisle. You know about the Egyptian people. They're in denial a lot. You know about Rabbi Kimowitz, who told this guy take a little bit off the top, but he missed. That's why he's limping. His name's Dr.
What's crazy is this is so much of like open mic comics.
So I took my father to the Medicare office about a month ago.
Just like half stolen comedy that they've like they think they've reworked enough that they can get away with it, but it's still the same fucking joke. And then just like no idea how like jokes form. How to like formulate a story or anything like that.
All 12 of you. No, come on, everybody up, please. Everybody up.
The entire audience is there for him, and like one person laughed the whole time.
I gotta say that was totally unexpected. What a nice surprise. I haven't done stand-up in about 3 years, to be honest, because I do street comedy. I have a hit TV show, Dangerously Funny, and we're very viral on the internet. And I appreciate you guys came out. You guys came out. You two forget about. But anyway, so in closing, I want to say I'm Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I mean, I haven't played for this many people in a while. I mean, 7 people. This is wonderful. It's like watching a fly go up a drape. But thanks for making a guy from New Jersey feel a little bit important and coming out. Have a good night.
I mean, to be fair, Jersey is not that far from
You get it to
Greenwich.
a point in life where you just want to, you have your goals and you want to accomplish your dreams. He's the Jersey Outlaw. I'm the mozzarella boss. Hey everyone, my name's Rob Nestori. I'm the mozzarella boss out of South Jersey.
The fuck is the mozzarella
Jimmie Lee,
boss?
the Jersey Outlaw, going back to 1985, where we met at Harris Casino when I was washing his uncle's boat. Okay, 2 10-foot trucks. All right. Oh, and I gotta I'm gonna shoot you the email of the contracts.
Who the fuck is this guy?
You want a demonstration? The mozzarella boss is making it for Amazon now. I'll put the water on. Just tell her to come over as soon as she's done. Here's the keys, gentlemen.
What?
And she'll be on.
What does he do?
These are my
Is he in like
friends from
logistics?
Amazon, right? Yeah, but nobody needs to know that because for the show's sake, they're here to pick up some fresh mozzarella, some fresh shirts, and get it out to the people. So it's a real simple process.
Is he gonna make mozzarella at his place of work?
We're gonna boil a little water.
I want to know how to make mozzarella. I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna sit my white ass down and listen.
So, this is where everything happens. Okay. We recently went to the Atlantic City Pizza and Pasta Show. As you can see, it says Mozzarella Boss. We got to meet the great people from Cento Foods, which is a national worldwide distributor of Italian products, such as San Marzano tomatoes, different types of pasta sauces, gravy, peppers, all great stuff. So when I'm making mozzarella, I'm doing it my way.
I want a documentary about this guy. I want a documentary about the Mozzarella Boss.
You just came in here and I said, you know what, we're going to make mozzarella. I wasn't planning to make mozzarella today, right? I was planning to do my U-Haul trucks, work on my business, daycare cleaning, which is the bread and butter that allows me to make the fresh mozzarella. And
so this guy has 2 businesses.
Basically, I started daycare cleaning services in 2001. I was working in a healthcare
This is just an ad.
In a long-term care facility, learning housekeeping and laundry. Wasn't making that much money. So this was actually the first exhibit booth that was made from me, and this is
cute
when
that he
I
kept
cleaned
it.
the school. So when I did the actual cleaning, okay, this is what it looked like. And
God damn it,
you know,
it's frozen again.
So I did it for about a year as a part-time thing, work all day, 10 hours a day, pick up my door.
There we go. Garfield, what are you doing in that bag? You being a weirdo?
Order from the school, go clean the school at night till 11 o'clock,
Whatever.
and do it again. Even though I'm the
Dogs are
mozzarella
just gonna
boss,
run instead.
I still have a passion for daycare cleaning. I love cleaning child care centers.
Why?
I love cleaning schools. I love going in there, taking
Why?
the healthcare approach and our cleaning methods, and it's taking things to the next level. Why don't we go check our water? Yes,
Why is
we're
this guy
good.
so into cleaning schools and daycares? It's like his passion.
Now, the mozzarella
He has 2
boss is coming
passions:
soon.
cleaning schools and daycares, and making mozzarella.
Coming soon,
Mozzarella.
mozzarella. And I'm gonna get the cheese curd. Okay, so this is my cheese curd.
Oh
Now
my
what
God.
I do?
It's a lot of
go
cheese
like
curd.
this. Normally I would cut this.
How much
Okay,
mozzarella
but I
is he
don't need to
making?
cut it. I like to the old-fashioned way. Use your hands.
Guy's paranoid.
Freezing.
He's very concerned about the fly.
So I chop it all up like this. Woo. Everybody should know how to do this from their house. Watch how we're going to do this.
So he just dumps a bunch of boiling water on the cheese
pour it.
curd.
We don't necessarily need to. We don't need to dump it right on top.
Okay, it's not dumping.
And we'll put this back on. And then this is how it started. So I would just start making this instead of driving 2 hours, right? I would just start making this over here. We get some bread, some tomatoes, and we, you know, enjoy it.
This seems really easy to make. Is this all that it
And when
takes
you
to make
taste it, you're
mozzarella?
gonna be like, wow. And everybody loves, they seem to love when I go like this. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Look, you can't even see me. Use the force, right? Isn't that how you would do it, Jim? Look, use the, this is how they do it. How did he do it? Yoda? All right, so we're going to make, let's see if we could make this, look, this is like, you got when you practice, you want to practice like Luke Skywalker. You go like this. What did he say? Ben, Leia. And then Yoda says, "Use the Force," or it's little Yoda, right? And he goes like this. Look, he's all creepy. See, I'm more like, I started out like Yoda, but now I'm more like, what's his name? Palpatine. Look, right? Look, isn't that how he would do it? Palpatine, right? And you need
This
some
guy's
Force
seen
lightning.
Star Wars
Can you add
once.
that to the film? Oh, look, I want some Force lightning, right? Go like this. Look, yeah, I need like the Star Wars theme music, like Palpatine when all the ships are rising, right? Can we do that?
He just
You
watched
gotta
Star
make
Wars
that.
last night.
You want to make that one. That's
For the
like my
first
favorite
time
scene,
ever. He like
right?
sat down and
And then
binged
he's
them
like,
all.
right? Well, I like Sith music. This is Sith. We welcome the Sith over here. Look at that. Look at that. Look. And then
His
you
arms
do
are
like one
huge
like this. Who's this? Wasn't that like a funny thing? Like, like where they would show the guy gets thrown out. He's walking like this. Look, it's kind of like dancing, right?
I was just supposed to say that. He's dancing with the mozzarella.
Are we done stretching? So, anyway, now what we do. See that?
You just like form it into a ball? This is interesting. I'm learning a lot.
This is like, you sure this movie isn't going to be changed to the Mozzarella Boss movie? Co-starring Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw?
I would like that instead.
Look at that. So we take this, and then we put it in the cold water.
God damn
I
it.
gotta figure out how the...
This is integral. I can't miss this part. I need to know how to fucking make mozzarella.
Sell it legally. I think they have something that's called a cottage license or something. So anyway, what we're going to do...
I would buy mozzarella boss
nice
mozzarella.
Warm. We're going to try this one. Let me just make sure. Ow. And this, you ever hear that song, Cut the Mozzarella? Cut the mozzarella. Cut the mozzarella.
I've never heard that song. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What the fuck are you on?
Basil. Now, we use the Cento glazed. And they got all different
He's
flavors.
serving it on. He's serving it on a paper plate.
Balsamic vinegars, little olive oil. Now try that. Very good. You want me to cut it more? Yeah. And then we would say, "Hey Jimmy, come get some ball. Outlaw, you call yourself the Outlaw? Come get some balls from the Mozzarella Boss." Now that would make a good reel, right? Jimmy,
I love this guy.
I know you since 1985, Jimmy. You call yourself the Outlaw. Let me tell you something. I created that outlaw. He wants a debate? I'll give him a debate.
What?
I gotta
This
eat
guy.
mozzarella now.
I love that guy.
Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, celebrity chef. Today we're going to show you how to make the
There's a
Jersey
cooking
Outlaw
segment?
hoagie.
Yes.
Compliments of the Jersey Outlaw. The
Is he going to use the
first thing
mozzarella?
you do is you slice down the lettuce. Let me show you how you do that. With a 1 and a 2 and a 3. All right?
I don't see any of the mozzarella on
The
the
next thing we do
table.
is we slice down. I don't know if I can do this. Jews don't normally cook. They eat. We're going to try it. The next thing we do is we slice down the onion. We do not, I repeat, we do not eat the tomato. Stop with the tomatoes. No throwing the tomatoes for the Jersey Outlaw. Any more tomatoes being thrown? I'm done. The next thing we do is we slice it down the bread. Now watch. This is a very important step because if you slice it down the bread wrong, what happens is you slice it your finger. And now let me show you the Jersey Outlaw way to make a hoagie. The first thing you do.
He's using his full hands. He's like not being dainty at all.
Sometimes the turkey's not good. Like for And it's not bad. So as you're doing it,
He eats all the turkey before he can put it on the sandwich.
again, Jews don't cook, so this isn't that easy for me. But I'm gonna put it in, and the turkey's pretty good.
He just keeps shoveling handfuls of turkey into his mouth. Dude, you're gonna eat all the turkey.
Turkey is great. And then you gotta put a little lettuce in here. I'm gonna taste the lettuce too. That's what rabbits do. And then you gotta use the cutting board. If you don't use the cutting board,
He didn't take the.
oh no, lettuce is
He didn't take the outside of the onion off.
onions on them. You see? And while you're putting the
He didn't
onions
take the
on,
like outer layer.
more turkey.
Their sheath.
No
He's
tomatoes.
eating
Stop
more
with the
turkey.
tomatoes. I'm gonna put a little more onion in. And then you have to do this. You have to fold the hoagie in half. Then you cut the hoagie.
No sauce?
But not your finger. You have to be careful cutting. And then as a Jew, you need to take a bite of the hoagie.
Him being Jewish is a part of his, like... He has to let you know. He has to let you know he's a Jew.
That's the best lunch I had today.
So Jimmie was doing comedy. He had done music. The music's very, very good.
He's just a unique guy. And
Jimmie's done
so
music?
complex. We met was during the music era when he was doing music.
I want to hear
which
more
he
about the
loves.
music.
And he was very, very good at it.
This song is the ballad of Jimmie Lee. Story about my life.
How the Jersey Outlaw name came about was by accident. My wife's maiden name's Lee. You're not going to say, let's hear it for James Weiner, a country rock artist, a Jew from South Jersey whose dad's a rapper. So I had to change my name. When I did music, I had, I think, 6 albums. So the first album was called Turning Up
6
the
albums?
and the second album was Jimmie Lee, and the title of the album was Jersey Outlaw. So then what happened was, I'm doing music, and maybe an album or 2 later, we put on the album Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, like my name. So with the Jersey Outlaw, when we put that on the album cover, so I went to comedy, people knew who I was as Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. So I'm not changing my name, I just changed my
This dude has done everything in an attempt to be famous. He's done music, he's done
So now it's
fucking
official.
comedy, he's a
Name's been around
goddamn dentist.
since 04.
Just anything in an attempt to be relevant.
So that's how we got the name.
Is this one of his songs?
Welcome to Vegas. Because I'm the kid.
First time we actually did a show together was in a restaurant, Philomena's, Berlin, New Jersey. And he sang. And when he went on stage to sing, he kicked ass. And then when he told
I wanna
me
hear him live.
stand up, I'm like, for what? You're a great singer.
So I've always been a songwriter, singer-songwriter. But in 2004, I hired Dave Ivory, who was the Grammy producer, so it could be done correctly and be commercialized and get somewhere. And it took about 9 years to realize I spent a lot of money and didn't get anywhere, so I had to switch to comedy.
I mean, I got to say that, you know, the music industry is
Yeah,
really hard.
just-
But as far as some of Jimmie's songs, especially like in that Spanish Girl period, you couldn't get much better than what Jimmie was doing.
Seriously? Are his friends delusional? Is he paying them? Like, what's the deal with that? Why are they all yes men? That's not Jimmie's voice. That is not Jimmie's voice at
I
all.
put a ton of time in and spent a fortune on CDs, and every song cost a couple $1,000 to produce for nothing. I never got anywhere with it, and I won't go back to it. I won't go back to it. I didn't say I don't like music. I love music and I'm good, but I won't go back to it. I'm going to go work with what works. But for some weird reason, my goofy comedy works to get me famous.
No, it
and social
doesn't.
Media. So I'm going with what works.
God, he's so
and I like
delusional.
music, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to get me to the finish line.
Want to hear a song I wrote? I'll trade you laughter for love. I'll trade you one for the other. Laughter for love, that's what it is.
Okay.
Some sadness, mirth, and for whatever it's worth, whether you like it or not, I'll give you all that I got. I'll trade you sunlight for gold. One shines as bright as the other. Love is pure gold. Dance in the sun. Light, this is my life. And you're part of my life I live. I swear that it's
Got like a David Byrne low tone.
to share this laughter of love with just a little love from you.
He's pretty. He's a really good piano player. And his voice is not bad at all.
This kid's talented. I don't look at Jim's thought of the comedy's going to get him famous. I think Jim is going to get himself famous if that's what he wants, based on who he is. When you think of the totality of what the kid has, it's resilience.
Here's the problem. I am a singer-songwriter, and I work with a music producer, and couldn't get famous doing something I'm talented at and something I'm goofy at I get noticed for. When you figure out entertainment, let me know. The opposite
That
happens.
is, yeah.
I'm just being honest, because I've been doing music since
That's
I was a
totally fair.
You know, he was playing the piano, he was playing the guitar. I remember that in our bedroom. We shared a bedroom for many years.
We both grew up in the same house.
Oh, we're learning more
And
about the brother.
I ended up being a nice guy, and he ended up being a conniver and a bad guy. I'm a good
What?
guy, and he's the opposite of me. And my
His brother
wife
seems
always said,
totally
"Two
chill."
guys grow up the same and be so different." I don't know.
You know, I know Jim said to you that we kind of went our own ways and we're very different. Of course, we're very different. And some may ask, well, how can you be so different if you grew up in the same family? Well, it happens.
You know what's
my
sad?
brother and I are pretty different.
Rickles or Sinatra can walk into a room. They say the right things. They know what to do. You don't have to say anything to them. My brother just doesn't have that. He's not a good person. He never was. He never would.
What a weird fucking slight against his brother. You know, these ultra famous people with all the confidence in the world and they all the swagger. My brother's just not like that.
Will be, and he puts on a nice act, like, and he acts nice, but the stuff he's done is so bad. I couldn't imagine in my worst dream doing things like that. And once my dad died, that was pretty much it. That's it.
I wonder what
Jim
his
and my
brother
father, at the time of his
Is he gonna
death,
elaborate more?
you know, I don't know. They didn't have the closest relationship, and I'm not sure that they were
Is
able
it
to
an
talk about
inheritance thing?
these matters. My father,
I can't remember that.
unfortunately, didn't get a lot of time with Jim and his family before he died.
That was kind of last straw when Dad died, and the way Larry handled things. Larry is greedy, and he's not a good guy. So it's okay, because you see, I'm not upset with him, but I won't bother with him. I don't get upset. I just don't bother with you because I'm older, and I don't have that much time to live. And I
He
gotta
keeps
get
harping
famous.
on about this not much time to live thing. You must have like a terminal illness because that's. He's not even 70. Maybe he's having a midlife crisis. And he's gonna live to be 140 years old. Sorry, let's switch up the camera. Battery. There we go.
So the least thing you need to do is bother with you, because you're not a nice guy.
You know, I
He seems like a
personally
totally
hope
nice
for the
guy,
day
but he did say
we
he
could
puts on
be
up front.
closer. We hope for the day that we get to meet his kids. I mean, I've never met his children. You know, that's the
That's a shame.
the situation.
All
I
too
make people
relatable.
feel good, whether I do comedy, whether I'm nice to people in the office, and that's the problem with Larry. He doesn't make you feel good. He makes you feel bad, and you know he's conniving something, and he's going to screw you over and not be a good guy. And I'm done.
Jim and we have had significant loss. My parents didn't treat Jim good. He's got to forgive him.
It seems like there was some favoritism towards the older brother, and Jimmie like resents his brother for that, even though it's not his brother's fault. It's his parents' fault.
Change, so I don't know what happens, and they grow apart.
You know, he asked me to, you know, not talk about details of this and that, and I said, Jim, I respect that. Like, even my wife said, Larry, why do you even want to do this? Well, selfishly, I think I want to do it, and I've done it, is because I have a feeling that it's another possibility of reconnecting us. I just feel that what a way
that's so sweet
to end this film with some type of like reconciliation or reconnection with a sibling. We're brothers.
I hope they can do that someday.
I want to be closer to my brother, and I'm hoping through this film that maybe there's a chance that can happen, because we are running out of time, Jim. So
God, both of them.
Let's figure this out.
Family. Point to the hairline, Anna.
The hairline's strong.
I have been very driven, and I'm an older guy, not old, but older, middle age, and I got
middle age, 67, middle age.
I could, so we need to get this done now. It's not cheap what I do. It's not like a joke. It's real, and it costs a lot of money, and I'm not making money, so I'm basically spending money. I'm investing.
I think he has a misunderstanding about how all this stuff works. When I first started working for him, he'd be like, hey, can you make me famous? I need to get famous. We need to be famous. Not everybody just blows up overnight. That's not how it works, obviously, or else we'd all be famous. He's an older man. He wants to do this now, and realistically, if we're being honest with each other, he doesn't have much time left to have the energy to go out on the street.
Yeah, he's very much an instant gratification type of guy.
Famous right now, but he's growing and stuff.
I've asked him before. I'm like, I said, Jimmie, if you were to rank yourself on like a letter scale, what kind of celebrity would you be? Would you be a B celebrity, C? I think he said B. I was like, you're out of your mind, dude.
Bold.
I don't know, like he could blow up and get like all the fame.
He's like
he
F
wants on
tier,
the internet.
not even a celebrity.
Sinatra level, obviously.
He's barely even an internet celebrity.
Frank Sinatra, Sylvester Stallone, and that type of like world is different. He also like is like, oh, the papers. He was like, oh, I'm in the LA Times. He like thought that would get him famous. Like was doing like LA Times and radio, knowing that like our world is like completely shifted.
I think.
When's the last time?
The wrong perspective.
When is the last time anyone has read the LA Times?
Of where this could go. He thinks it's still like old school, be on TV, be on television, you know, walk outside, everybody's praising you. It doesn't really work like that anymore. And realistically, the way that he could be famous is social media fame. It's not that type of fame. Mainstream won't work for Jimmie. It won't. And that type of fame is what you get when you're, no, I don't think that type of fame is attainable for him. I think it's a whole different ballpark that we're in with Jimmie.
Yeah, no, like of course not. He will never be like movie star famous. He's just a guy. Like at most he's like Ellen show famous, I would say. Like that is the most famous he could possibly be. If the Ellen DeGeneres show was still around, he would absolutely be on it. It's the equivalent of Ellen having the damn Daniel kids on.
Some of your favorite old school race car jokes you think wouldn't fly?
My old school race car jokes that wouldn't fly. Well, I'll get a bunch of guys around. There'll be a black guy and I'll make sure the crowd likes him. At the end, I'll go to white guy. You like him? And he goes, yeah. I go, you want to buy him? That would work 20 years ago. It's not going to work today.
Have you thought about doing some more like adaptive PC racial humor?
I'm not a PC guy. You can't take the Jersey out of the Jersey Outlaw. You can't change me from being a wise guy to doing politically correct jokes and being boring. Could people change you? Are you changing who you are to please people? No, and you shouldn't have to. And I don't feel I should have to do that either. I am who I am.
You think PC culture is destroying comedy?
I will be honest with you, Andrew.
Please.
COVID hurt my dental career, and PC comedy killed my comedy career. Because I was actually a funny guy until the PC comedy came, and my stuff was more accepted. Look at this guy with a hairpiece. Let's go over. Come on.
DJ, leave him alone.
Sir, I gotta tell you something, sir. You can't even tell. It looks perfect. The hair. You couldn't even tell it's a piece. It looks perfect. You look good. I can't even tell. You can't even tell.
They're just harassing this man trying to park in the no parking section. I mean, no parking in the handicap parking.
Feel good.
That's how good of a person I am. I say handicap parking is no parking.
For a long time when I was younger, and moved over to comedy, but I've always been an entertainment style personality, so I could do really anything. And I do the old style wise guy comedy that I grew up with in the 80s.
We need old comedy. I mean, that's what the world's missing, you know, and not get offended. Not get offended if something's black or white or Spanish or this or that.
What does that even mean, man?
Take your thing off, your bibby thing. Let me see how pretty you are. Take the bibby off. Can you take this thing off?
No.
Religious? Since I was a
Jesus.
kid, even when
Why would it not be religious? It's just like for fashion?
Every move by taping his show. And he was funny, naturally, and off the cuff, like what I do on the street.
Jim idolizes Rickles.
Nice guy. So you don't see a guy like this with the Fu Manchu mustache, and you're not even
There's a reason.
Chinese would be nicer, but the guys I know are Chinks.
Jim, you know, studied Rickles. He knew Rickles. He went to.
There's a reason people aren't doing Don Rickles comedy anymore.
He has a lot to do with Marty Allen and Rossi, Steve Rossi.
Garfield, what are you yelling
I
about?
know that you're a member of the Lively Arts.
Come here.
Whoever you are. Might you be considered a comedian?
DJ, leave him alone.
And he was really close to Rossi. Deep down, it's deep Rossi within Jim. You know, I was backstage, I was hanging with these people, and you know, they treated Jimmie like their son. We were both sort of outliers in dental school. He really had this.
This guy's a dentist too?
Famous even then.
I found out my dad, he grew up in Atlantic City as well, and I figured out when I was 5 years old my father was a gambler because he married my mother.
I'll trade you laughter for love. I'll trade you one for the other. Laughter for love. What can you lose? Some madness for mirth. And for whatever.
Jimmie just seems like an obnoxious asshole.
Whether you like it or not.
Maybe it's endearing if you know him and you're close to him, but Jesus. How on earth do you get close to him? How do you get close to somebody who, like, won't allow anyone to be close to them? Am I gonna get a DMCA strike from Don Rickles? God, they look so much alike.
For just a little love from you.
I hope he can reconnect with his brother. That'd be good, right? Why does he need 3 microphones? Is that 3 lavs on him? My God. What is the point? They're all capturing the same audio. Wow, okay. Just one guy did everything on this too? Not everything, yet again, but like produced, directed, edited. That was really good. That was a pretty good documentary. And now I really want one about the mozzarella boss. I can't wait. I cannot wait for the Mozzarella Boss doc to drop. It needs to come out now. I hope it's being worked on. Oh, it's like PBS. It's thinking viewers like us. Actually, viewers like me. Only me. Well, that was pretty good. That was a really good doc. I enjoyed that a lot. That was really solid. Has he made more? Okay, that's not what he did on the podcast at all, but okay. Anyways, we're gonna go back. Let's just close out the whole thing. I'm just gonna end the stream here. I think this is a little fun, real productive, real nice thing that we did. I had a lot of fun with it. So, I mean, until next time, have be safe. Yes.